let's say that for the rest of time, you only had 10 exercises to hold on to and grow as much muscle as you could. What would you choose and why?
Incline presses, no question about it.
Dumbbell?
Dumbbell more likely because, it's just, you can do a lot with the dumbbells over the barbell, right? I always want that shelf up here. It looks great in t-shirts. And if you're hitting a side shot, you want the upper pec development to exist.
Dude, there's something about that angle that's so comfortable as well.
Yeah.
It feels so nice. It feels right.
Yeah.
It feels right.
Yeah. You don't feel as much in danger. In my opinion.
Yeah.
Even when you're doing flies, like you can do that. It just feels so good, So that would be one of them. Side laterals for sure. Dumbbell lateral raise.
Standing, seated?
Standing for sure.
And what were your cues on this?
I knew you were going to say this. Yeah, from the side.
Are you out to the side? Are you out in front a little bit here? What are you thinking?
Here. To the side.
Yep.
To the side.
Are you leading with elbows, leading with arms?
More just, I guess that would just be with arms, right?
Yep. Because sometimes you see people almost flaring up with dumbbells down.
But as you did that, your traps moved.
Yep.
So I don't need that.
Yep.
I don't want that. Lower trap, now that's going to, I just need to get it. If I'm working this, I understand it's a secondary muscle, but I don't need to be.
You're isolating.
Because you end up doing this. You see guys like they come down and then they're doing this. You see it. Why is that moving? Can I deactivate it? Sure. Right here. Okay.
Cool.
Let's do that. So, okay. Oh. One-arm preachers. One-arm preacher curls.
Dumbbells again?
It could be on a machine or dumbbells, But since we're going to, only have some dumbbells on a deserted island, we're going to do that.
You can use whatever you want.
So
you got the best gym in history, but you can only use 10
definitely
things.
A preacher curl.
Okay. And why single?
Because I can concentrate more on one arm than two. I can also isolate and understand why is one arm stronger than the other? And am I performing the rep the same on either arm? Now, if I'm in a fixed position, I can't tell. So I need to see. I need to feel. And I need to physically see this. So
Are you supinating on that, or are you going to stay?
Oh, yeah, I'm going to do that. But I also got to recognize, like, am I having any, bicep tendon stuff and shit like that? And, which I actually have right now. I'm like, damn, like, okay.
Feel it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's 3.
So that's 3. Hack squats for sure. For sure, hack squats. Oh my gosh, it just feels incredibly strong to be in that position. I love it. I did a lot of damage on that machine.
What are your cues when doing hack squat?
Well, the platform. I can go wide, I can go at the top, I can go at the bottom, I can go narrow. I like to go a little bit. I'll give you.
You can have that. That can be all part of 4.
Exactly. Okay, see, but it's all the same machine. Yeah. So
you're playing the system. Yeah. Okay, so that's 4.
Okay. This is fun. Rear delts, but face pulls with the rope.
Okay.
I love that.
Yeah. At around about eye height.
Yeah. Right here.
Yep.
Since we're using that rope, tricep extensions.
Overhead?
Down.
Okay. Yep.
So that's what, 6? 6.
Yep. 4 more.
Okay. 4 more. You got to throw another chest movement in there. So, we did the incline dumbbell press. We got to have an incline dumbbell fly.
Why put both of those in? What are you getting out of the fly that you're not getting out?
I'm getting a good stretch, and I'm able to contract, differently as well, working that same plane.
Rear delts. What about
back? We got to throw some back in there. So underhand barbell rows, underhand.
Bent over
rows, underhand.
Yep. What's your reason for going underhand rather than overhand there?
Because I've noticed that overhand, I'm getting more of, initially you're going to feel it more in your forearms. Right here.
Yep.
And I'm only going to get so much. And I feel like it's more like there's more margin for error, I believe.
Yep.
Whereas if you're coming here, I don't feel it as much. And it's simulating what I would do on stage, pulling the elbows back. So
would you do, I guess a part of that as well is restricting the injury risk from being bent over so much. Like underhand, you're always going to be a little weaker. So would you do that from a rack rather than from the floor?
Oh, I've done that from the floor.
Right.
Yeah, I've done that from the floor.
A lot of axial loads being at that angle in your lower back, but it's much less than a deadlift, I suppose.
Yeah, but sometimes you can go to like a squat rack and then it'll have like the little bars there.
Safety
so you can
bars.
pull, so you get safety bars. So you just pull it off of that.
Cool. Okay, I think you've got 2 left.
So I got 2 left. Ooh, boy.
What have we got? Let's recap. So we've got the incline.
You got incline dumbbell, incline fly.
Lateral.
You have lateral raises.
Yep.
You have hack squats.
Yep.
You have single arm preacher.
Push downs, face
push
pulls.
downs, face pulls. And then
Bent over, underhand.
You know what? I'm going to go with pull-ups.
Neutral, underhand, overhand.
Overhand wide. And I guess last one would be
another legs.
Step mill.
You use the step mill as the 10th exercise. And did you ever...
Because I can carve out the legs. I can, you know, I can do glutes with that.
Did you ever do that weighted?
Yeah, actually I did. I wore a weight vest for, what show was that? It was early in my career. I would wear like weight vests and I would wear like ankle weights. And I did something that no one else ever did. I was using E-stem units while I was doing cardio.
Like a Compex?
Yeah, I used Compex because I was sponsored by them for a while. So I was doing Compex on step mill.
Dude, anyone that thinks that electric stim training is not like put an SP6 or an SP8 on you and turn it up to 25% and try and do a squat, an air squat.
Yeah.
And tell me that it's not absolute agony.
That would the only thing I think now is like, you know, the neuroplasticity and like also like neurofeedback you get by using one of those machines. I would love to be able to test that because I think with it doing the work kind of for you, you may lose some of that. Yeah. So you have to be careful, I think, with overloading it.
Yes, because you can push it further.
Because you can push it further than you can really do it. So I know I did that, but I'm an extreme athlete, you know, with that.
When it comes to the stepper, very, very popular cardio exercise for bodybuilders. What are people missing? What are they getting wrong when you see other people?
They're hugging the damn thing. You know what they're also doing by doing that? They're rounding out their back. And you think about doing this. Just me doing this right now, like that doesn't seem comfortable. Why not just stand straight? Just slow it down. Maybe, you know what I'm saying? Maybe not have it at 5 or 6 because I gotta. And you hear that person stomping on the damn things. If they weighed 250 pounds or something like that, you know their knees would be shot. Their knees would be toast.
So you're using control even on the step.
You should have it at level 1, level 2, and slowly do it. Now the reason why you won't do that, ladies and gentlemen, is because it's boring. But think about how much muscle activation you can have on that with your glutes and quads, with each step actually being purpose driven. So my whole mentality when I would do cardio, man, I'm giving y'all all the damn secrets, man. Put it like this. You got to gamify your cardio as much as possible. So if you could have every step count towards something, you could actually sculpt glutes, quads. And isn't that the whole point of doing cardio? Or you just want to sweat?
We'll get back to talking to Phil in 1 minute, but first I need to tell you about Factor. I get asked all the time about how to build and maintain muscle, and the most important thing, the first thing you need to do is ensure you are getting 1 gram per kilo of body weight in protein every single day. But as you know, if you've ever tried to cook anything ever consistently or stick to your macros, finding whole food, healthy meals that you can have conveniently every single day is difficult. This is where Factor comes in. Their fresh, never frozen meals are designed by registered dietitians and arrive ready to heat and eat in minutes. It requires 0 prep. So if you're someone that says, I'd love to hit my protein numbers, but I never have time to cook, prep takes so long and I hate doing it, this is the solution for you. So if you want to make an improvement to your diet, this August you can get Factor and start eating better without the hassle. Head to the link in the description below or go to factormeals.com/MW50 and use the code MW50 for 50% off your first order at checkout. That's factormeals.com/MW50 and MW50 at checkout. If you enjoyed that clip with Phil, then press here for the full-length 2-hour podcast episode when we go so deep in the history of his career, his reflections on Generation Iron, his rivalry with Kai Green, the PEDs that he did and did not use. Go on, press it.